guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a stitch with me today. It's long overdue, and I promised I would start this kit for them, so I'll show you in a second which one it is. Let me just get this bead on the needle. I have already started purely because I couldn't get my phone to work to do a video, so while I gave the phone to my other half to go, okay, what's wrong with this, I thought I'd just put in a few beads. This is the kit I'm working on, so at the moment I'm just starting, yeah, that leaf at the top right there. It's an 11 count kit. I think, no it's not, it's a 9 count kit. 11. Easy to work. You just do half the cross instead of the full cross, but you have to keep it lying the same way all the time. So my cross, I'm doing this half of the cross, so all my things lie this way. And I've got my beads in a little tin at the side of me, so I'm not going to try and dip in and out the bags that they put them in. Sometimes you have to manoeuvre them a little bit. Problem I have is because I'm used to like 11 count and above, finding the holes for the 9 count, they're so far apart, but you know, it's just what I'm used to. So I'm doing all them dark blue crosses at the moment, which is these green beads, and these are the beads, not too big. This is the 11 count. No, yes, it is an 11 count needle, and the beads fit over it, so that's good. Ow, just stabbed myself in the leg, that's not good. Hold on, Binks, Loon will be back in a minute. I know I keep saying this a lot on all my videos, but if you hear my son, I apologise again. He's on his headset. He's has been doing schoolwork because all the kids are back at school now, so these two are back on their schoolwork. I have been so busy lately. Oh my goodness, the new dining table. I had to have a new one just because I use a dining table such a lot. My other one was a 6-seater. It's huge. But because I've got a front room diner, as they call it, so half my front room is a front room and the rest of it is a dining room, and because there were 6 of us at the time when we moved in, I bought a 6-seater dining table. Well, my eldest has left home. I generally don't sit at the table, so we just figured we only need a 4-seater at the most. I use it for unboxings mostly. So we bought a new one. That came putting that together was a nightmare. It's a simple table, but they give you these screws, and the top of the screw is an Allen key hole. They supply you with the Allen key, but the Allen key is that soft. No. Yeah, it just grinds the Allen key down after so many, you know, because there's 2 screws per leg, so there's 8 screws, and you know, just the screws are quite tight in the holes, so just trying to, it's a butterfly, Binks, just trying to get one which is quite tight. You really have to give it some you know, muscle. So by the time you've done one, the second one, the Allen key's already starting to wear. so we had to get one of Rob's Allen keys, and then it was just so, the screw went in so far and then it was like it didn't want to know anymore. So we had to take them all back out and re-drill. Just slightly widen the drill holes so that we could get the screws in. I think that took us the best part of nearly 2 hours. But it's up now and it doesn't take up so much room. And just in time really, because Ellie likes to sit at the table to do her schoolwork, so I can't see the hole. There it is. Which way are we going? Oh, there. So yeah, the dining table was a nightmare. And then I had to go back to see my doctor because of all the heartburn and acid reflux. Oh, it's been bad, really bad. So he's put me on omeprazole, which I've had once before. He says if that works, just let us know and we'll put it on repeat. I swear, if I take any more tablets, I'm going to rattle when I walk. But it's done the trick. I mean, the heartburn at one point, it was nearly all day, worse in the evening. Lord knows why, but it was pretty bad, so I couldn't just ignore it anymore. But I've been having a lot of bloating in my pelvis as well. So I asked, I asked him about that as well. Oh, I did tell him my concerns. Because I'm at a higher risk of cancer, because my mum had aggressive breast cancer, I am cautious when it comes to things like that. So I did mention it to him, the heartburn as well. And he said, I tell you what, he said, jump up on the couch bed thing that they have in their room, and he says, and I'll have a little feel around, because sometimes if you've got sort of cancer down there, they can feel masses just by, palpating your stomach or whatever it is they call it. He had a feel. He says, I'm not concerned. He says, I can't feel anything. So we'll just treat the heartburn and the acid reflux. Now the tablets he's put me on is what Ellie's been on for ages. She stopped taking them now because they asked her to. I've never heard anything back about a blood test. But I was told they're not a long-term solution, so why put them on repeat and keep me on them if it's not a long-term solution? And as for the bloating, he said, IBS, which I have. I'm used to the bloating in my belly, up the top, where my stomach is. But he says IBS can cause the bloating down the bottom as well, sort of towards your pelvis, which I had no idea. So he reckons that's all it is, it's just the IBS. Wouldn't surprise me if it's true, because I don't always remember to take my tablets. I'm supposed to take them like 20 minutes before I eat. Never remember. I remember the morning one because I take other tablets in the morning as well, and I never forget those. And that's it usually. Sometimes I remember the dinner time one, sometimes not. But the tea time one, I very, very rarely remember that one. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it is to do with that. I'm hopeless, I swear. I think I'm going to start setting a reminder on my phone. So about 11:30, take your tablets. The omeprazole, I'm lucky though, it's only one a day. So I take that in the morning when I take all my other ones. I take 2 levothyroxine tablets for my underactive thyroid. Nuts. Why is that twisted like that? Have I? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I take 100 I don't know if it's micrograms or milligrams. I always get confused. But I take 100. But they said that wasn't quite enough, so they gave me an extra one at 25 micrograms. So I take 125 micrograms every morning. Then I take the Embroidery one as well. I've twisted it again for the IBS. And then now I also take an omeprazole for the reflux and the heartburn. And then I've got a whole set for bedtime too. That's what I mean. I'm going to rattle when I walk soon. I was just giving the schools a couple of days to get back into the swing of things after the summer holidays before I give them a ring, because they want me to do a placement on a voluntary basis. So I've got to sort that out as well. I could have done that the other way. I've done really well on my I've fallen back in love with it actually. I fell out of love with it because it was so hard on 40 count, but my roses and lace piece that was in honour of my mum, I've put it off for quite a while just because it's been hard going, but I forgot I got the magnifying glasses. Where am I? So I found them out, and oh my gosh, they've been a massive, massive help. I can't see my tablet properly when I'm wearing them, but I can see, oh, which just fell out, but I can see the holes in the fabric, so they work, don't fall off. So yeah, I've done loads on my roses and lace piece, and I've fallen back in love with it. So I have been, oh, you're there. I've absolutely bombed it out. I was on one of the squares at the top of the pattern. I finished that square, I've dropped down, and there's like some sort of border surrounding the middle roses, and I've done the top right hand, because it's in 4 sections. I've done the top right section as well this week. No, don't fall out again. By the way, if you ever have one of these kits, I think I've said it before, don't ever use the thread that comes with it. Oh my gosh, it's like silky, but hold on, it is that smooth, it just falls off your needle. I'm going to actually go under there. Your needle just keeps slipping out of it every 2 seconds, and it drives me insane. So I just use 3865 right now. So this is where I've got to so far. I'm doing the dark blue crosses. I need another length of thread. I'm not sure if you can tell, guys, but this fabric is very slightly sparkly. I'm not sure it shows up. No, don't fall. Stay. Oh, poor Binks. He's lying on the rug in the sun when it keeps popping out. Oh yeah, the smell of my windows is gone. I didn't even notice I couldn't smell it anymore until Rob said the other day. But that was bad. Really, really bad. No, don't stick to me. Yeah, the mastic smell was horrendous. Glad it's gone. There we go, let me just attach this. You can't even see where I'm working, can you? Through. No, thank you. There we go. Way. Find the hole again. There we go. And we're back in. There we go. I do have some little containers, but my other beads are in that one for my other kit that I have. I don't understand why these kids, I say kids, they're late teenagers, but why they love these really noisy cars. I never understood it, even as a teenager myself. I mean, when I was a teenager, the younger lads used to like these massive bass speakers in their boot, in the back of the car. Like there was no music; it was all just like these really deep bass sounds, and I never got it. I never saw what the fascination was with it. You get a lot of them around here. There we go. So yeah, these last couple of weeks, Roses and Lace has taken precedence over anything and everything, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it, to be honest. I've actually very, very nearly finished no, don't roll off. There's a set of roses right in the middle of the design. I've pretty much finished those. I'm just doing like the greenery, the leaves and stuff around them. And then I'm going to crack back on with the white bits, the lacy bits. Just needed an extra pop of colour, I thought. So but I do need to pick something else to work on. I can't just work on that. I don't think I've really touched much else. I really want to start one of those of my latest two, you know, the Cinderella and the Ariel one on the moon. I just don't know which to start. I love the gold and the golden yellows in Ariel, but then I really like the blues too in Cinderella. And none of them have been touched just because I can't decide. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I have started my castle one though, which is a 14 count. I haven't done a load on it, but I have started it. I've done some of my pandemic knitting as well. Not loads, but because it takes a while to do one row, because I'm stitching two sides at the same time, so it can be a little time consuming, shall we say, for one row. Probably takes me about 20 minutes maybe per row. I keep meaning to sort of not time myself, but look at the clock when I start, and then, but I always forget. And then if I look at the time at the beginning, I forget to look when I'm finished, usually because I've put it down because something else is needing my attention straight away, and then yeah, But I'm gonna have a guess about 20 minutes per row. Those beads stand out a lot, don't they? See them through the camera. And down one. I wish there was a way to just load up a whole string of beads and then just sew them on as you go. But there isn't. Because they can't all pass through the fabric, so never mind. Do you know what? I am going to jump. Just because it's white thread, you're not going to see it. So I'm going to drop down and do these here. I think that's another bit of leaf at the side. See, these holes are so far apart I can't find them. There we go. It's a nightmare. I thought I'd lost my glasses this morning. I thought I was going nuts. I wear them all the time now. I used to help Ellie with a paper round without them, and then put them on when I got back. But I've started putting them on as soon as I get out of bed now. So I take them up with me over night time, because usually I'm doing something creative in the bedroom anyway, stitching or drawing or whatever. So I take them up to bed with me, and then I fold them and put them on my tablet. And then I pick up my tablet in the morning. My glasses are usually on top with my phone, and then, you know, I put them down on the ottoman on the stairs while I do what I need to do to get up, get dressed and whatever. And then I'll pick them up on my way down. And my glasses are usually on top of it, but for some reason this morning, what must have happened when I put my tablet and my phone down is they slid off, because I never saw them when I picked my tablet up. But I realised when I didn't have them. And I went upstairs, I was searching the bedroom where I knew that they had been. They weren't there. I checked under the edge of the bed in case they'd fallen off, and because Pink has a habit of jumping on my drawers in the night. I couldn't find them. They weren't on the floor. They hadn't slid off onto the drawers somewhere. It took me about 10 minutes maybe, and then I decided, you know what, I can't. I've got things to do. I'll have to manage without. And then as I walked back to the stairs, there they were sitting on top of the ottoman. Honestly. But I am used to wearing them all the time now. It took a while because of that line. I've never had glasses with a line on them. And these ones do, because they're bifocals. I don't know where Ellie's got to, lip binks, but surprised he's not picking at the door. He's gone that way. But yet now I've got this new dining table, I only need 4 chairs. So I've got 2. They all need recovering, to be fair. They're a mess. They had, what do they call it, like faux leather covering on them. Yeah, I won't be buying those again. Because after so long, it just starts degrading and breaking up. So the seats on my chairs are a mess. So I'm going to buy some fabric and a staple gun and recover them. Now, my old dining table, it broke. It was already broke in a fashion, but as long as you didn't move it, it was okay. But when these new windows were going in, I had to clear everything within 2 feet of the windows. So to do that I had to move the dining table. Excuse me, because it was right under the dining room window. So moving the table, the legs were just, yeah. Ah, that was my nail. So I had to throw it outside. The legs broke. So that's how I ended up with a broken table and a brand new one. And I was quite lucky really, because where I got it from there was a 20% off discount code. And I used that and it dropped it from 79 to 59, I think. Thereabouts. It was something like that. It was 74 to 59. I don't know. But we got it cheap anyway. And if we wanted the chairs with it, 2 chairs was an extra £50 on top. So I thought, I'm just going to cover the ones I've got. I'm not going to pay £200 for another 4 chairs. When they were just wooden, they had no cushioning on them or nothing. Just plain wooden chairs to match the table. I will just recover mine because the sponge is still there. And it'll just look better. Because then if I bought their chairs, I'd have to buy cushions for them too. You know, the seat pad things you can buy. I would have had to buy them as well. I can't stand a hard chair. My bones don't like it. Oh, hey. Come here. Okay, I'm going to add one more bead. Just because the thread's getting fairly short. And I've got a ton of 3865, so I'm not too worried. So let's flip this thing over. Where am I? Go through there. And we'll leave it there. Well, hey. Alright guys, well, I'm going to leave it there for now. I've done all those beads. And they all look pretty cool. They look like they stand out really well on camera from the fabric. And I have to say, yeah, I think they do. I'm going to try and squeeze this back in the box now. So this is the kit from Onedaysaving that they sent me recently. A couple of weeks ago maybe. I'll put the link to it in the description just in case you want to go and check it out for yourself. I'll put a link to their shop as well. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. What day are we on? Tuesday. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.